call it cockiness. Some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. With the catch, it's Williams. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Tiger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Lost a throw on first down. The short hands, it's Horton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
this crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? QB draw. Shakes off the defender. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Punt is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw it. And they're not on the same page there. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. Pulls it in, the first down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, he comes up with a huge first down.
Picked off to stop the threat. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Well, the defense was in cover 2, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker, jumping the throw and getting the pick.
They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they're trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Get it out on the screen. He stopped at the 38. They pick up a 10 on the play. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38. These guys are on the move. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Making side adjustments here. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking to throw at Simpson. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the right side. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And it's no good. Had a chance to tie it and couldn't do it. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. If he was gambling on that return, it did not pay off. He's out of bounds at his own 6. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Got a little space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. On the move, he fires. On target to the left. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. On second and goal, he gets another chance. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 14-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The give to the back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quarterback running on the draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop them on third down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
punt is in the air on 4th down. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Position to start this drive at their own 47. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick completion on the out route. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Complete. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's got an open man. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They want to throw it. Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads it left. Oh, it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Alabama.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Alabama.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Gonna take a shot. Pass is incomplete, and that's gonna do it for the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have every